Presented by That Time I Got Reincarnated in the Same World as an Anime Podcaster, this is Shonen Jumping the Gun, the show where we set our sights on the first chapter of a manga and decide if it's a misfire or a bullseye.
Let's see how many rounds are in this magazine. On today's episode, the tale of revenge of a hero on his second coming, fall into despair, resign as a hero, and allied with the former demon queen.
Welcome, everybody. I am your reincarnated host on a quest for revenge. It's Moxie the Yeen, here with the mighty Mao-sama himself, Isekai Sensei-Sama. Brad, what have you done to me?
You will all fall into the depths of despair.
Yeah. And we are in, I think we know for certain. This is episode 99.
Episode 99.
In the Heaven or Hell arc, and what was promised multiple nines ago via scheduling mishaps and mostly Shonen Jump. This is the... What was your word description of worst thing you read or reading? What was the particulars? Give me
the goal of this episode was to find the worst thing that I continue to read.
You continued reading this? The fuck's wrong with you?
I have read every chapter of this that is available.
The fuck's wrong with you?
Which, to be fair, I think it's only 9 chapters.
Does the translation get better? I'm assuming worse. We'll get there. Jesus Christ, we'll get there.
Listen, you wanted to know...
I did.
...how deep the barrel goes.
Disgusting.
And here's the thing. This isn't actually the worst.
Then
thing.
what? We got this. Now we have looming at 199. No,
the very specific key here is that...
Oh, the one you kept reading.
I needed to find... I went over a bunch of different really bad ones that I continue to read. This was the one where the first chapter... was very clearly really bad. The rest of them, the first chapters were like, they're not good, but they weren't like, oh my God, this is terrible.
Yeah.
But then they continue on and be terrible. But this one was like, okay, chapter 1, this is crap.
Yeah. Okay.
On Mangatex, which is the only place you can find this, this is rated below 5. Which,
that's fairly rare.
If you know how the ratings go on there, is like impossible.
Is it like at a 4 something?
It's like 4.5 something.
That's too high. We'll get into it. We have to get through not the boilerplate. We have to get through the proper steps first, because like I need to. I just need to shout from the heavens. You got to say the Japanese name then. You do this bit, don't you?
So the original name for this is Sairin Yuusha no Fukushuu Hanashi.
Which is infinitely shorter than the giant English title you read at the intro. Already strange. Already not a good taste. Do you say the rest of it?
I can.
I'm also
too painful for you.
Listeners, I'm also dreading, because normally we have our doc where we have our little the intro, our little joke intro, like our information of how long this has been running and where and who and yada yada yada, and then we have the summary. But because Brad does the 9s, all I see is in brackets it says summary is specially prepared elsewhere, and he's being very cagey and strange, and I'm so nervous. So that's why I'm a little like shell-shocked right now, because it's like, I don't know what's coming, and also, but also I need to shout, but we're not there yet. Okay, I'll say it then. This is, oh, good Lord. This ran for 5 volumes, 24 chapters seems like not enough for 5 volumes, from August 9th, 2019 to January 28th, 2022. Yeah. Ran in, is that Gao Gao?
I think so.
Gao Gao Monster, which I have noted here has a bunch of other series Brad knows. So
just to be clear, like, this is a magazine that does have good things in it. It isn't just all crap.
I can't believe somebody published this, even digitally. I don't know. This is based on a light novel written by Usagi Usaki. And this has art. I guess technically written also by Keide Nitao, who did the art. I'm assuming they, like, quote unquote wrote it, even if they're adapting it.
I didn't find specific information on this. If Usagi like did the script for the manga or not.
I don't think they normally do.
But every place I found it, it just listed.
I mean,
as
also
written by Usagi Isaki and art by Kaede.
Attributing what we read as English speakers, I cannot, in my good conscience, associate with a Japanese person that originally wrote this, whether it be the original light novel writer or whoever actually wrote the words in this.
Let's be clear. The actual translation of this might be better, but the only translation of this that exists is some kind of machine translated
It is confirmed
bullshit.
machine translated, and oh boy, does it feel like that, and especially at one point where they write the line in the notes, they go, here's the original Japanese. I have no fucking clue what they're talking about. And I go, thanks. Because usually chapter 1 is at very least, it's like somebody wanted this and tried, and then at some point when they leave it fair and some gremlin is like, I need this, they will run it through the machine and pump out garbage. But it's, I don't know. I mean, you know more than I do, but I feel like at least the stuff we've covered, it usually begins with actual human hands and becomes, by virtue of somebody needing it and not having the ability to do it, getting resuscitated on life support to machine life support on various levels of quality. I mean, most of them bad.
The long and short of it is, this is so bad that the only thing anyone ever did for this was machine translate it.
I don't even think it was worth that. I mean, also, it honestly made it, like, I have, because it also has to make me question is, what's the world where I got the actual translation? I don't think it would, I think it would help. What's the summary? Just let me get to, I want to talk about this, Brad. I have to get through my business.
There are things that I have read that were machine translated that I literally didn't keep reading because it was impossible to actually read. Okay. The machine translation of it didn't make any sense at all.
Yeah.
This one, at least, most of it made sense, if not was bad.
If you tried too hard for this thing that didn't deserve it, you could kind of understand what was going on. But Brad, what's the summary? I need to talk about this. I need to get through the boilerplate. Where is this are you going to do something? Am I doing it? What's happening?
No, I'm going to take care of this. So here's the thing. I felt that, you know, even though I always write a summary and it's like, you know, I like to put some effort into the summary,
some poetry,
right? Because
big ideas.
Even a lot of the ones that you don't like, I feel are good enough. Like we should put some effort into it, right? This one did not deserve any effort.
Finally, he has a line, folks. There's somewhere. Like I feel like that's this episode is learning about Brad's, because as soon as I finished and I read this, I'm like, I understand Brad's judgment like range now. Like everything just makes so much more sense. I don't like it. It didn't make me like it anymore, but it made more sense. Clarity was gained through the raid.
So I'm not gonna
be mean to it.
I don't want to tarnish the name of Moxie's Mox Speed manga summary.
Oh, okay, thank you. You're respecting me enough the manga.
We're not going to do that. So here is the summary that I have put together.
The story begins with the original summoning of the hero, Amatsuki Iori, who adopts the name Amatsu. He is brought to the kingdom of Laetitia and tasked with defeating the Demon King alongside his trusted party, the proud magician Rosus Gilbane, the carefree demon Dionysius Johannes, and the beautiful knight Lucifina Emilior. Amatsu's grand dream is not just to win the war, but to create a world where all species, human and demon alike, can coexist peacefully.
The narrative quickly fast-forwards to the final battle against the Demon King's general, Elphazak Gildegard. In a moment of devastating loss,
this is honestly
Amatsu
more
falls,
clear than what I read.
But the defeat is not by the Demon King's forces. It is a shocking, ruthless betrayal by his own companions. Rosus, Lucifina, and Dionys mock Amatsu's dream of coexistence as utterly disgusting and stab him, stealing the powerful hero's magic mark from his arm. They falsify a report of his heroic death and return to their kingdom in triumph, claiming to have ended the war themselves.
30 years later, the protagonist is resummoned.
Appreciate the changing voices.
Now confused and nearly naked, he realizes he's back in the same throne room, but facing an aged king and a now high-ranking Lord Rhesus. He's thrown into prison, where he reads a report confirming his death 30 years prior. The hero is furious, realizing the full scope of their calculated deception and the decades of honor the traitors have enjoyed.
Vowing revenge, the hero reclaims his original name, Iori Amatsuki, and confronts the aging magician Ryusus. Iori brutally attacks him, revealing he is the very hero Ryusus killed. Ryusus is terrified, thinking he's facing a ghost. He frantically attempts to save himself by exposing an even deeper conspiracy. Lucifina and Dionys were actually Demon King spies who used Ryusus and then disappeared, forcing Ryusus to take the credit for the cover-up alone. He begs Iori to join him in killing the other traitors, but Iori is beyond listening to more lies.
Disgusted, Iori realizes the traitors truly laughed at his dream of coexistence. He forces Ryusus to reveal how to access the chamber holding the heroic power they stole, and then effortlessly defeats the panicked magician. Stealing the necessary device, Iori charges into the royal hall and activates a hidden magic circle right in front of the king and a horrified bound Ryusus.
Iori teleports himself to the Abyssal Labyrinth, a dreaded stronghold of the Demon King's army, to find a massive power source called the Labyrinth Core and reclaim his hero powers. However, the core is missing, and Iori is sent tumbling down a treacherous cavern. As he lands and uses magical stones to steady himself, he is suddenly faced with a terrifying earth dragon. Just as the dragon attacks, Iori's attention is drawn to the figure already fighting the monster in the depths, a stunning, long-haired demon with horns. The Demon King's general he fought in his past life, Elfisak Gildegard.
Brad, I know you said that was bad, but that was a much more pleasant and cohesive experience than reading the chapter that I read.
Well, no, it was bad because it was 100% AI.
Spoken or generated?
Both.
What did you feed it? How does it know?
I downloaded the pages and fed it into ChatGPT to write
Brad,
the summary.
I'm full of fear. I'm full of fear how concise, and actually I just assumed you wrote something and then fed it through a voice generator.
Okay, but listen. Okay,
wait, so you fed images made that? That's incredible. I'm scared of AI, but that's incredible.
Yes, this is where I say, don't use AI unless you know what you're doing. It can be a fine tool, but don't rely on it heavily because it can get stuff wrong. Okay. The first thing I did was just feed it in. I just put all the images in.
I didn't know it could take images in and figured, especially with the bad art on this.
And here's the thing:
Jesus.
when I downloaded the images, the file names for them were just random strings of letters and numbers, and so it was out of order, and it gave me a coherent summary of the manga that was out of order. So it was completely wrong, but it was completely coherent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wild. The future.
So
I didn't know this was going to be a future shock.
After I fixed that, you get what you heard there. And then I took that script and I put it into an AI text-to-speech. And that's what you just listened to.
Just, I don't want to call that AI. That is literally just, we've had text-to-speech for a billion years.
So cutting out the initial part where it was completely wrong, that took me 15 minutes.
And that was more
effort than this deserves.
I'm honestly shocked at how, because I just assumed you wrote that, because I was shocked at how clear it was, because reading this was a nightmare, having a stroke brain fuck.
The prompt I used was write an exciting summary for this chapter of manga.
I already had this last week. A song showed up on my Spotify suggested that was like a funk soul cover of Even Flow. And there was a bunch of others on it. But it was like, this artist is called Fake Music, and this is all coming from 2025, and there's too much of this.
Yeah.
But it sounded very convincing, and when I looked it up, it's like, oh, the artist literally says this is AI, and I'm like, I didn't know it could make stuff like this yet, because it was like, I was surprised at how good and well put together it sounded. It sounded like it had soul in it, and it isn't. But I also don't know what that means. But I'm having, this is scary.
Now, to be fair, there's this one person that I follow on YouTube who does parody song things.
Yeah.
Where they mash things together, and they use AI, but they actually sing the thing themselves. And then use AI to modify their voice to sound like the original.
I wouldn't call that AI, but I know this is a
AI
bigger conversation.
tools,
I know,
though.
I guess. I don't know. I'm hoping that's what it means for this other musical stuff, because it feels too put together to be well, I just said this song, but I said in this genre. Like, there has to be more actual artful steps in it. I just don't know what it is.
But that's the thing. And this is the conversation we have about AI translations all the time. It's like, you could use it as a tool, but it's never going to get the nuance and everything that you can get from someone who actually knows the language and is translating it. So you have to disclose that it's AI. People need to know that what you're doing was created with a tool. It wasn't done with human hands that has actual artistry.
And this one does tell you. It warns you at the beginning. And also when you're reading it, I don't think there's any way you can miss it, because just like... But like I said, honestly, listener who just listened to that was honestly infinitely more coherent and interesting than the chapter of manga that I read. Because trying to follow it for a number of different reasons was, like I said, honestly, I felt like I was having a stroke. Right out of the gate, I already said it. The fact that it's machine translated and it's not a good one, it's not massaged well. Like, you can kind of understand it, but you have to like really be focusing, because like just dialogue is not good. But this does not help that B, it is moving at Mach fucking speed through what it is doing. And this is super not helped by C, the art is really bad and generic. So there's multiple times where I'm like, and also with and I don't know if this is the person who did the translation or not, but there's no triangles on the speech bubble, so it's really hard to know who's speaking at any given moment. And because the dialogue isn't paying attention to artsy things about like the tone and who's talking, it makes it really hard at any given moment to know who's talking to who, what's going on, like if we've jumped forward in time or not, the character on screen, is it that one or that one, because they have similar hair and they're drawn differently in every frame. So like, this was like a weird nightmare thing to read, of trying to keep track of what the fuck is happening and who's saying what and who's going where.
Yeah.
And when I listen to that summary, I go, oh, this must be the light novel. This seems like an interesting concept when it's just being told as pieces and not thrown to me like this weird, spiceless slurry that's not even like, the soup isn't even well prepared. This is a bad broth, let alone anything in it.
We should be fair though, because I think it did get one or two details wrong.
What did it get wrong? I didn't remember. Brad, I read this like 2 to 3 hours ago.
Yeah. So,
but I admittedly did not take it all in, because by the end I was just like, my brain can't do it. I don't want to.
The main thing is his name, because he originally, I think at the first time he gets summoned, he gives them his real name. And then the second time he gets summoned, he gives them a different name. And it's just completely glossed over that and just used the same name again.
Oh, what they said? Because I just took in the fact that it's like, he had his hero's name, and then I assume when he said the other one, it's like, oh, that's his like Japanese or Korean name. I don't remember where this, I never learned where this was
also,
from.
that part at the very end where it says that that's a Demon King general.
Oh, that.
But no, that's the Demon Queen.
Okay.
And I think we then find out that she's been
general?
Ousted from her position, and because he joins forces with her to like get revenge on everybody. But yeah, I mean, this is the kind of thing that I read because it's easy.
It's easy?
Yeah.
It was a nightmare to read. It was like literally the processing power of like, it took too much processing power to fucking understand what was happening moment to moment.
Because you were trying. You didn't just gloss through it.
Then what am I doing, Brad? Why don't I stare at paint dry? It doesn't matter if you're going to approach art like that. Why?
Because
you could read a different book. You could go outside and look at a flower.
Well, I couldn't at the time.
You could talk to your family or your friends.
I guess I could go outside and look at flowers, but no, this is
You could do
COVID.
any number of other things that wouldn't be that taxing, that would just be so much more worth our collective time on this planet than this, where trying to even, like, not even, like, lift it to the high heavens. It needs to be high art. Just to understand moment to moment who's talking and what the fuck is happening was such a struggle for me.
Well,
and not even, like, I'm bored. Like, literally, like, the little processing power of my brain had a hard time. Because it is, like I said, it is moving. You get dropped in and you are instantly on the conveyor belt moving so fast. And I'm just like, ah!
Yeah.
And obviously it's like, you've seen this tropes before, so you know what's going on to an extent. But it was just like, he's here, and the team is here, and they're going to fight and I don't know who's talking, and they're killing him for some reason, and the demons, but they tell you it's a demon in the translations, but I don't know if it's like, but why do they think it's stupid?
Yeah, the one guy has a horn.
They call him Demon, don't they?
And they're like, we're fighting against the demon army, and here's our friend, the demon.
Yeah, they literally, in his name, in his little name card, it says Demon or something to that extent, and I'm like,
but apparently the girl was a demon too.
Yeah.
But we didn't know that.
But
so
we knew
she
had big tits. They made sure to show us she had
it?
big tits. That was very important to the author, or the artist at least.
I think a very important point here is like, today I would not keep reading this.
Good. I'm glad you've grown.
This is a COVID era thing. Holdover.
All 9 chapters of it. I couldn't believe it. You'd have to point a gun at my head to make me read more of this, and even then, I'd be a little. Maybe I could take you if you had a firearm.
Well,
I brought my Glock, Moxie. Let's see what happens next.
You've unlocked the secret second portion of this episode.
Reload for real. under the new one, under the gun. Shonen jumping the gun, under the gun. I put Moxie under duress to read another chapter. How will they feel about this?
But yeah, I mean, when did we start doing Issa 9s? I think it was before episode 50, right?
I'd have to look at the Excel sheet.
So we've been doing these for a long time. And of course, I've talked about my isekai proclivities on other things from time to time. So, it's you need to see just how low the depths go.
I mean, I said it earlier. I feel like I've learned something. I understand your scale more.
Mm-hmm.
I don't respect your scale,
sure.
But I understand it. I think you're... I mean, I also think compared to, I would say, the average human, I have like a higher scale of like... Because I think like stuff that is tepid is not worthwhile. And this isn't bad in a way that is like... I want something that's bad in a train crash way, in a car crash way, where you're like, oh my gosh, this is terrible. I can't look away.
Yeah.
And this is like functionally like the thing I said to you that I was dying to say to you that I thought when I was reading this is that I want to call this manga rancid, but that would imply it was edible food at all.
Yeah.
This is not and the metaphor of a food thing we all this is not edible food. This is not food. This is not food that is rancid. This is rocks. This is things humans shouldn't be eating. Like this is not This is like that's what I need to stress. That we've read rancid meat. This is not even rancid. This is not something that has gone bad. This is not food.
I said this earlier, but like there are other really bad ones that I think would probably fit your criteria of like I'm watching a train wreck, so it's entertaining. But none of those were like, oh, chapter 1 is you're seeing it.
Yeah, because so much you have to set up pieces for the train to go off. But sometimes it's possible. I think we've seen them. But this one is just so...
So we're going to do a mag dump.
Oh, good Lord. Yes, I'm going to do a mag dump directly into my skull with this gun that I have. Jesus. I think... Because that was the thing, is that this is just... It is mechanically poor.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think we've ever had art that was so bad. Because normally I complain about, with these Issa 9s and these things, normally I complain about art that is sauceless. This is not. This is art that is, I genuinely can't keep track of what is going on. And like, again, the machine translation that is not very good is not helping me keep track of things. But the fact that I'm consistently confused about who is being depicted on each page, everybody has weird kind of poofy hair that is unclear. Outfits are not consistent. Honestly, I could believe this was AI generated. I don't think it was.
Funny enough, this is the artist for this. Let me double check just real quick, just to make sure I'm not talking out of my ass. But I believe. Oh, it's not listed there. I could have sworn that this artist is doing other things.
I'm sure he's ruining other things. Because I honestly think this is the first time we have read a manga that now with this new stretching of the scales, I can say is bad. Is truly capital B bad. Not like oh, the faces in Initial D are kind of weird and not great. Mm-hmm. Not all these other Issa 9s we've done where I go, these are very sauceless. Like, genuinely, moment to moment, I'm struggling to see what's going on and keep track of people.
Yep.
More than I usually do. to the amount where I'm like, I flipped pages and went, is this guy? Because he's got hair like that, but his hair's like this, but he's drawn differently. Like, normally I'm somebody, it's like, if you've got enough sauce, you can break character models. Yeah. I'm always somebody who goes, if you're a shitter that's always like, you gotta stay on model all the time. I don't like you. I think you're tamping down on joy and creativity. But I think you need it as long as people's designs are strong enough that you can break the character model and still be easily identifiable. And the problem is nobody has sauce, and everybody's drawn. My main usually identifier is hair, and everybody has weirdly similar hair. Which is like, oh, the girl's easily identifiable because she's very clearly the manga really needs you to visually know she's got honkers, but just like, like I feel like this is fucking Bane showing Batman true despair, and like now that I'm in this weakened state, you're just gonna come over here and like break my podcaster back, like Jesus, like this is dire. In a way that I wasn't expecting. Like, because I was going like, oh, the topic will be bad, or like what the story and what it's saying and how it's put together, but it's like, just like, I think just by virtue of us reading things that even if we don't like them, we don't think are good, are just mechanically put together. Like, I think this is the one. I mean, maybe I'd have to look at the entire list. This is the first one that is honestly, like, it's not built. It's not finished being built. It's built wrong.
You've merely adopted the bad manga. I was born into it.
Raised by it. It got me through COVID.
No,
Good Lord.
it's no good. It's not gonna go anywhere. It's not gonna do anything interesting.
What happens? We're not playing what comes next. Tell me. You've read the other 8 chapters. I bet you don't remember because you didn't think.
I don't
It was
remember.
pointless.
No.
It was meaningless. It was air, but at least air is life sustaining.
It's a revenge series. It's the thing. You know how in Gachiakuda where I was like, if you're gonna do revenge, you have to do it a very specific way that like. All you're doing is revenge. Well, this is that, except not good.
I will give it the one thing that made me go, the light novel could be, I mean, not good to me. I wouldn't care, and I'm not going to read that light novel. But it gives me Macbeth vibes a little bit.
Okay.
Of the like, I've returned to, you thought I was dead, and I've returned to enact revenge to kill you.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
And especially from our summary we got, it makes it sound very like. Medieval Elizabethan, the king and the wizard betrayed me, but now I'm back and I'm going to, and like that point where it's like thinking he's seeing a ghost when he reveals himself. And I'm like, this is part of a very compelling story people have been telling for hundreds of years, since Elizabethan times or whatever the fuck. Like, there's bones of something good here that maybe makes the light novel not great, but like more palatable, because also the light novel is not troubled by art that's dog shit.
Yeah.
Genuinely, truly awful. Not in my normal way, I say that. Genuinely, mechanically. So, like, I'm not going to say that there could be something there, but it gives me thought that in a light novel context, it could be better, more palatable.
But also, just like, the story is sort of dumb anyway. Because, like, okay, so they summon a hero, and the hero's power is, like, stored in a crest on their hand.
Yeah, it's like
and
Mama
you can
Yu-Yu.
Take that.
It's like Mama Yu-Yu.
By taking their hand.
It's like Mama Yu-Yu.
I don't know.
But yeah, it's stupid. Like, they turn him out at the end because it's like, oh, we use your power to get here, and with taking your hand, we can use it to finish the quest. But I guess they don't.
Why did they need him to go there in the first place?
Yeah, why wouldn't they have just taken out of the gate?
Right.
Like, why did they have to turn on him like this and go like, your dreams are stupid? Like, it just feels. I normally say it's teenage, but this doesn't even feel that. This just feels stupid.
When you
like,
have people that are bad just to be bad, it's like, okay.
We're killing the Demon King, I guess. I don't remember if I even saw them, but also at least one of my party members is specifically noted as a demon. I don't remember the other one now already. Again, much like you, this has already been shunted from my brain. Like, only all that remains is disgust.
Yeah.
General thoughts. I've gone through story, dog shit, art, inscrutable. Where can it go? I'm not playing that game. More of? No. Less of all of it. Something to add to the trash. By the time this episode has come out, I've already made a Gachiakuda apology episode, but that hasn't happened yet, because we'll record that next week, and you won't hear this for months, and you'll go, what is Moxie talking about? Gachiakuda was ages ago. But Jesus Christ, Gachiakuda is adding revenge a lot better than this.
Okay. Objectively,
this is
bad.
This is even worse. I objectively think this is even worse.
Yeah. No. Because there's the meme level is below that, right?
Bad could be. I'm getting close to that, because like I said, like if it was, I guess if I didn't have this whole Macbeth thought in that summary, didn't make me go, okay, if I see it as a clear story, there's something here, even if I know the author is not behind it because it's just made of archetypes. I think that's the one thing that can keep me. There was nothing. I know I said the rants, but I don't think there was anything truly objectionable. There was nothing that made me instantly go like humanitarian red flag, morality red flag. It was just bad, but I would call it.
There's probably
worse.
Some of that in the later chapters.
I'm sure. But yeah, I would say objectively, I guess objectively and my feelings are both. I guess objectively I would say even worse.
Okay.
Because it is literally difficult to read.
So yes,
and it's doing nothing.
My objective thoughts on this are even worse. So the level.
Oh, you've moved?
The level below bad.
Yes, even worse is below bad because of the joke that I've said many times.
I thought the meme was below the bad one, but
no, meme. It is bad, even worse, and then I'm going to spit on your grave.
Right. So I'm going to give you my feelings in 2 parts here.
Okay.
Because I'm going to go back in time. So we're in COVID. I'm in the house. I'm just shoveling isekai into my brain.
Shoveling shit into the shit machine.
I come across this. I consume it. I think all 9 chapters were out at once.
Manga Dex has them as listed as different production teams, quote unquote.
I suck them into my brain and I go, that was fine. At the time,
yes,
I wasn't like, oh, this is great.
You just didn't. It wasn't literally anything. You had no feeling. You had no opinion. You had nothing. Your head was empty.
It gave me a dopamine hit. Moving on, right?
Yeah.
Today, reading this again, I can say, without a doubt, my feelings on this are spit on its grave.
Wow!
Fuck this shit.
This was worth it! Folks, it took 99 episodes. But he grew. He grew, folks. He's a different human than when we started. He's the ship of Theseus. It's beautiful. He's the ship of Isekaius.
But I think the lesson there.
Yeah, there's this. We learned something. I've learned how far further your scale went. You can tell me all you want. I had to personally experience it so I could feel in my body what the bounds of your scale is. And now I understand.
But there's also the lesson in...
This was an important... I'm glad we did this episode, even if this manga was miserable.
The way that situations change people.
Yes.
Because I wasn't a complete moron during COVID. My tastes haven't changed so drastic. I'm still Isekai Sensei-Sama.
Yeah.
Like, I still love Isekai. But what I'm willing to put up with, especially now that I have such a dearth of things to read, what I will put up with is significantly less.
You have a dearth of things to read, so your quality gate is higher?
Yeah. Is that not what dearth means?
Dearth means not a lot.
Oh, the opposite of that.
Okay, that's what I wanted to make sure, because I'm like, that's
what I get for trying to use a fancy word.
I'm pretty sure. What is dearth? Find out what dearth means to make sure that I'm not, because I always thought dearth was not a dearth of options is not a lot of options.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, because I was like, this is like supply and demand, when it's like when supply is high, or when demand is low, supply, whatever. One of those that'll make it work. That'll make it backwards.
Well, I'm not as smart as I thought I was. There you go. Lesson learned.
Don't read all those isekai. It makes you not know what the word dearth means.
Huh.
So your options are plentiful. The opposite. What is the opposite of dearth? What is an antonym?
That's what I'm looking for.
Is it antonym? Now I'm losing brain cells. Synonym and antonym. Yeah.
Antonym.
The T felt weird for some
reason. Here's a good one. Surfeit.
Surfeit?
An excessive amount of something. A surfeit of food and drink.
I said a plethora. A surfeit would have made me think a deficit because it sounds like it's got the sound of deficit.
That's why I said dearth. It sounds like a lot.
Yeah, a lot. Okay, maybe I'm just known for ages. I'm like, okay. So yes, because you have many options that are so much better.
Yes, I don't need to.
You don't need to. You don't need to
crap like this.
Eat the rocks off the ground.
Yeah,
that people have stepped on.
Gravel. I'll call it gravel.
Gravel.
Yeah,
I can respect that. I forgot. I was going to make the joke
it was like one of those birds that you need the gravel to digest the other things.
Yes, it gives you a sense of the things that you're tasting are better
to digest the trash.
Yes.
I ate gravel.
Oh, wait, that was the thing that I thought when I was reading this, when I was putting together my thing of like, this is not food. To call this rancid would mean it was food. It's like people in wartime had to boil their boots to eat the leather, and this is less food than that.
Yeah.
I was just really happy with myself. Good Lord.
This is food adjacent though. This is like
food adjacent.
This is like rice hulls.
It's rice what?
Hulls.
What's
the hulls off of rice. So rice comes in a little pouch.
Is this a banana peel?
And you gotta yeah, basically.
People eat banana peels supposedly.
Yeah. Like you can put it in your body and it won't kill you, but it doesn't have any nutrients.
Eating gravel won't kill you either, but you shouldn't eat it because it's not
you eat.
food. Well, I mean, eat too much of anything, it'll kill you.
True.
Buying it, fuck no. If I could go back in time and like assassinate everybody who tried to translate this into English, I'd do it if I could get away with it. That's a mean statement. I shouldn't have said.
By the way,
That's
this
really
was
mean.
the machine translation for this was before we had the AI we have now. It was 5 years ago. So it was literally just
there was one thing
Google
that it said
Translate.
It's like I fed like the second bubble here is AI, and I had no idea what it was talking about.
This was AI before people knew what AI was.
Yes, but I was confused where it was like the second bubble was the AI, and I'm like, do you mean like it made a new speech bubble? Like did the AI make the bubbles? Because that was when I saw that I was like, what does this mean? And I'm like, is that why none of the bubbles have the little arrow to tell you who's speaking? Like I was just baffled. I was confused. I was whatever. Yeah, my feelings. My feelings are also spit on this grave. I like this. This was not food. This was not fit. Humans shouldn't be. No living being should eat this.
And I want to be very, very clear. This is not something that I would ever present to anyone.
This was specifically asked for. This is the true hell of the heaven and hell are.
There's not even anything in here that's like, oh, there's something interesting to talk about in here. The only interesting part of this is the fact that I read it.
Well, the thing that we learned from this, because this is not a nothing episode we recorded, is that we understand the scale now. This was a tasting. This was a tasting, a sampler flight to truly understand the bad. I feel like you're thinking of gravel. It's like, this is to digest, but also to make you go, wow, good food is good.
There's something to be said there that the fact that I have consumed this and things like it mean that when I read something that is just mediocre, I can still see the value in it.
Yes.
Because it's not this bad.
we have not read your favorite one, because I guess you've been trying to stick to the things. Are we watching your favorite one? Is your favorite one Slime?
Yeah.
Okay, Slime rules. I've already said that. Like, I don't.
Slime is, I would say Slime's my favorite.
Fucking rules.
There's a couple more that are up there, but like Slime is definitely like the best one.
Slime rules.
And I think we mentioned this a couple times in passing on other episodes, but yeah, in case anybody missed that, Moxie is currently watching That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime with Me and loving it.
Oh, genuinely, like having such a blast, like just like maximum. Fuck, what's her name? She's not around anymore. She was a comedian. She would be like, she'd show up on like red carpets a lot and interview people. She was she did roasts. People said her skin looked plastic, like she got a lot of plastic surgery. Her name is escaping me right now.
Oh, yeah.
I need her name as like an activation phrase.
Not Carol Hepburn.
My brain keeps going Jane Fonda, and it's like, it's not Jane Fonda even a little bit.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
But yeah.
Darling.
I know. But it's like that. It's like, oh my gosh, having such a good time right now.
Yeah,
like, that's like, that is my, like, it is like weird comfort food that it's just like, let's put a slime on. Like, it's just like a weird, comfy delight.
If you go back and listen to the early episodes of the podcast and just think like, Moxie,
we both
will one day really like That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime.
Brad, we have both on this. I feel like it's important, even though the next episode's going to be the real. Literally, it's going to be. Oh, I can't say what it is. Oops, beep that out.
It's an extra special Christmas.
It's
present.
an extra special Christmas present. And I think it will help us process, and I think it fits in here with us at episode 99 of that, how much we have both changed in the, almost 2 years we've been doing this podcast?
This specific series, yeah.
Yes, of Shonen jumping the gun. But I think of that consistency of constantly reading things and bashing against each other on them for good or for ill. Like, I think it shows we show growth as human beings, and that's what you want.
Yeah.
Our understanding, our tastes, our ability to give things a fair shake or not a fair shake sometimes. But yeah, buy it. What feelings? I think it's objectively even worse. Yeah, Spit on Its Grave is my feelings. Fuck no, you couldn't even buy it, but I wouldn't. Though I'm not going to do this. I have better things to do with my life, even when I'm not doing things of worth, like reading I'm not going to read the light novel, but there's something in me that says the light novel could maybe be not entirely garbage.
Maybe.
Well, what? Because I say, like, mechanically, it's like the translation, which if we would have had it properly translated, would be better, and also it won't have art to fuck it up. I don't know. Like I said, the summary made me go, and when reading it, I'm just like, conceptually, these pieces put together more better could have been at least passable.
Yeah.
I like that you're just like less like in this weird reversal, this weird Freaky Friday moment. I'm like slightly more forgiving to it, maybe. Brad, take us home so we can go to episode 100 next. A thing we're not going to record for like a fucking month.
Might be longer than that. Well, as always, we need to thank Sequoia Mart for partnering with us. Sequoia Mart's a retailer of Japanese snacks, drinks, toys, and merch. All kinds of cool stuff you can't get outside Japan. Check the link in the description and use code APR15 at checkout to get 15% off your first order. Now on to the fun stuff. Hey, if you're not talking to us yet, why?
Yeah. Talk to us on Discord.
You've been listening to this for like 2 years now.
I've had entire personal growth arcs in there, and if you're not there, you're missing it.
So go on our website.
You can tell me what to read, and I listen to you.
AnimePodcasterReincarnation.com.
If you formed enough trust to trust you.
There's a link up at the top. It says social links. You click on that. You can find our Discord. You can find we've got a Spotify playlist that has all of our favorite anime music on it
that we listen to when we drive.
And you can also find other places like the social media networks that will not be named, or Blue Sky, or those kind of ones.
But we're not really there.
Yeah.
We just sort of post there.
Also our YouTube, link to our YouTube.
Which we pay admittedly more attention to comparatively.
But Discord's the one.
Talk to us. Discord.
Come on, Discord.
Have discourse with us on Discord. I'll listen.
You can also find a link up there to our Patreon, where our supporters get perks like getting the high-quality stereo version of the podcast early, getting to vote on various things like what we cover on Hair Addiction, or sometimes this very series, as well as bonus episodes. There are bonus episodes up there. One came out recently.
For us.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me check the schedule.
Wait, did you put that out, or is that coming out with the other one?
Yes, one came out like 2 weeks ago, assuming things don't get moved around again. If it actually did, this part won't be bleeped out.
Won't be cut unless you want to bleep it to make. I love how nervous everybody got the last time we bleeped a bunch of stuff. It's really funny.
We recorded an episode of Shonen Jumping the Gun with Finn K while we were recording the Anime Podcaster Speed Date episode with them, and before we started the actual Shonen Jumping the Gun recording, we just talked for like half an hour and got a bonus episode.
Lettering in a bunch of stuff, and it was really cool. Thank you, Finn K, again.
So hopefully that's not all bleeped out.
Real number one guy.
If it is bleeped out, then look forward to a bonus episode in a couple of weeks.
Yeah. A fun surprise. Genuinely a fun surprise. No need to be worried. Just wanting to make a surprise in a nice way instead of a mean way like last time.
But we have to thank our patrons. So, first and foremost, at our noble tier, we have our Count Imaginary Numeral.
Okay, I don't want to have to do the singing anymore. So, Imaginary, and I'm assuming next Cake Dwarf, sorry, you'll get the proper thing. If you want me to sing something specific for you or just shut up, please tell me. I can't keep doing it. It's too stressful, and it makes me not focus on the ending gag. Jesus. So, if you want something in particular that I can work on, I will add this. Much like in our way of asking, do you really want us to do the Shonen Jump ones week by week? If you want me to sing something for your Patreon thing, I will happily do it. Just let me know what you want or kind of things you want. I will do it, but we're on episode 99. I want to make some changes. If you want it, you can have it. Just tell me what, because I'm just going to keep singing.
How about if someone...
as much as I love singing Jurassic Park accidentally, I need to stop.
If someone signs up at the Royal tier, we should...
One of the questions you have to answer in the form is, what do you want Moxie to sing when your name is announced?
No, we should write their own short little theme song that will
You're
actually
insane.
put
Please
together.
stop.
Hey, royal tier deserves it.
Okay. Oh, is royal tier above the current ones?
Yeah.
Okay.
Above noble tier.
Okay. Okay. I thought they were the same. I don't. All royalty looks the same to me, bro.
And our marquee, Sir Cake Dwarf.
Give him a little bit more pomp than that. Jeez, I know I'm slacking, but you got to bring the game at least.
Yeah, I think
The Marquis Cake Dwarf.
Cake Dwarf is our second longest patron.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So thank
Big
you
respect.
so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
We need to continue thanking people, Brad.
Last but not least, at our commoner tier is Rena.
Woo.
And also thanks to Last Man on Earth and Laura Carroll.
Thank you. Thank you for that, Brad. Thank you, patrons. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Make sure you listen to all the podcasts on our feed. And Brad, we've read 99 manga. If we read one more manga, I get a free sandwich over at the sandwich place.
Before we get into this, I have to apologize because before we get to the part where we actually discuss this, I have something that's probably going to make things worse, but just bear with me, okay?
Memory especially prepared elsewhere. I'm excited and full of terror all at the same time.
The terror is the correct feeling.
Mao-sama?
Oh, shit.
What was that? What the fuck is that?
That's Steam.
I did not know Steam had noises.
I need to set the do not disturb.
Welcome, everybody. I'm having a fucking stroke reading this. Moxie the Yeen here with my, oh my god, I finally understand his rating scale. Isekai Sensei-Sama. Brad, what the fuck's wrong with you?
Should I do the read for the Japanese title or the English title?
What do you normally do? Don't you do the Japanese one and then you say the English one even though it's like fucking long?
It's the English one we normally use.
Wait a minute. This is not that many words, but the English one is a billion words.
Yeah.
You have to say the Japanese one because you have to go through the suffering I always go through. That's how it works.
Yeah, but normally I do that in the episode.
Okay, just do what you're gonna do. What you do then? I don't know. I just want to get into this. I'm nervous at something approaching, and I just want to shit talk this. Welcome, everybody. I am your reincarnated host on a quest for revenge. Moxie, blah, 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 blah. Now I gotta warm up. Thank you, Brad, for that. Thank you, patrons. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Make sure you listen to all the podcasts on our feed. And Brad, I feel like I truly understand the depths of trash now. Now, please take me to a medical facility. I think I've had a stroke reading this manga. I can do better than that. It's episode 99. I can do something with that.
I got 99 problems and this isekai ain't one.
Hey! Shoot. I want to do something here. Help me workshop this. I want to do something with like the whole like sandwich punch card. It's like once we read 100 manga, we like what happens? What's a funny thing to happen? We get a free manga. They write a manga about us. I know what I'm gonna do.
I just hope it's not full of gravel.
It's a good sandwich. I'm gonna get a sandwich with a little poop on it. Just a little poop on it. I don't know where that came from.
You can't tell, but it's in there.
It's in there. Get a little poop on it.
It's good for your microbiome.
Double my order and give it to the next one. That is one of my favorite things. Somebody was playing Pizza Tower on a stream, and two guys were just like essentially improv role playing people calling in to the chef from Pizza Tower, constantly saying they wanted weird stuff on it, at the end going, I forgot my order, double it and give it to the next one. And it just kept going on, and he was just getting more and more anxious in all these weird orders. And that's just forever in my brain.